Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It is I, Xilestar, and today... I don't know what we're doing. I think last time we just beat, I think it was Whitney? Because, well, there was a gym. Yeah, so we just beat Whitney, so that's good. And, yeah. So, apparently I did a little bit more research on the walkthrough, or at least the walkthrough that I have here, which is about, version 5.3, so it's not exactly up to date, but it's pretty darn close, at least towards the story kind of thing. I used this when I think I got stuck at some point, and I used this, and it got me out of that, place that I got stuck on kind of thing. So, apparently, when we went to Goldenrod City, just to get, I think it was Chandivore, because I knew that I could get here kind of thing and be able to get Chandivore. Because I went to the department store here, got the Dusk Stone and everything, blah, 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 right? The funny thing is that, like, when you actually get here, get to this area during that time, you could actually explore further than the city. I don't remember if I did or not. I don't believe I did, so we're just gonna go do, I'm just gonna show you how far you could have gotten, and that's as far as that goes, right? And we're just gonna fight trainers, just because they have Pokemon, they might have fusions, and not only that, we might be getting experience. That's really good. The Pokemon fusion craze has caught on in Johto as well. Look at this Pokemon. Has a stack of 6. Has 6 Pokemon. You told me to look at 1, not 6. Delmy. Psychic. Actually, there's something I do want to take a look at, and I'm wondering if there is a reason why I didn't do it. Alright, too bad. Yep. Hang on a second. So, the route that I'm thinking of... Did I not pick it up? Or did it just get re-randomized? Or did it give me a different one that I'm not... I never noticed? No. Okay, so we can go back. Alright. Hi there, buddy. I'll impress that cute girl over there by beating you. Which one? Which cute girl? The one we just beat? I think you'll impress her if you fuse that Groudon with something else. Like, oh my word. I was girl. Whew. Got a legendary on your team, my man. That's not gonna do anything. Although I will say though, like as a kid, I think I had, what was it? I had a team that had like legendaries. I don't know exactly what they were. So close. Yep. I don't know exactly where I got them. I know majority of them are you a boy or a girl. I think I'm a boy. I had a team of legendary Pokemon because I got a save that I put from the used games section from EB Games. I think so. I think that's where I got most of them. There was a save that had like Darkrai. I think it had like every legendary, I think, or pretty darn close to it. It was a Gen 4 game. Uh-oh. Yep. I think it was it was like Diamond or Pearl. It was like one of the two. I can't remember which one it is. And pretty much I mostly comprise my Pokemon of like that kind of thing. So, and you might laugh though, but it's because like of those Pokemon though, that like my team was like not very good. I'm not gonna say his message because it's not that important. And I'm forgetting what I'm trying to talk about. So I always thought as a kid that legendaries were the more powerful Pokemon that you want on your team. 100%. Right? Like, you get the legendary, you're good to go. This was back when the myth of actually clicking buttons actually changes the catch rate and the different styles. LR, AB. There was one, I think, called LB Start, I think. I always worship the... I'll just say some of them. Anyway. Mine was rapidly clicking A usually works. It usually works. Catching legendaries, LR usually works. I think back during Diamond, when original Pokemon Diamond came out, and a friend of mine showed me that you can get Giratina, it took me a while. I had Giratina stuck, if I remember correctly, from defeating my most powerful Pokemon on that save, which was a level... Was it 71 at the time or something like that? It was like close to Giratina's level. But the Pokemon was Staraptor. And pretty much I tried practically everything to try and catch this thing. And nothing would work. So I pretty much just got stuck at just trying to get this Pokemon to stay in the Pokeball. But at this time, it was before I started to actually only doing the only Pokeball challenge kind of thing. So I was using Dusk Balls. I don't remember if Giratina was paralyzed. I don't think I was that knowledgeable on catching Pokemon at that given time. But I knew that having different Pokeballs at different times kind of thing was really, really good. So when a Pokeball said like, hey, we're good for catching Pokemon in caves and stuff like that, I thought it was... I didn't know the exact value of what it was, but I knew that it was really, really good because I'm in a cave and I'm catching something in a cave. So it's gotta be really good. And that's exactly what I did. I was catching things in a cave. Obviously, it's gotta be really, really good. And it took a while. I give... Yep. Torterra. So yeah, so what actually ended up getting me to catch Giratina after a few retries, didn't get a shiny, was ABXY, I think, right, LR. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what got me the Giratina from Diamond and Pearl, pretty much. Well, Diamond, yeah. But pretty much, like, after that, I think... I don't have that Diamond anymore, I lost it. It was so dumb that I lost it. It had my level... Being up here gives me the clever advantage in battle. Okay. And, yeah, so after all that happened, I think this was during the time when Soul Silver was, like, the new game kind of thing, because I think this is around the time where I got it. Pretty much a bought a used game. It gave me majority of the Pokemon that I didn't have, so that was good. And pretty much the Pokemon that it gave me was like, it was a Darkrai, a Rayquaza. What was the other one? It was Darkrai, Rayquaza, Groudon. There was another one, I can't remember what it was. But they were really, really good Pokemon. But this was before I knew about EVs, IVs, and that nature is a critical factor for different Pokemon. So I always loved the look of Darkrai. I always thought that Darkrai looked like a really cool looking Pokemon. And I always tried to use it, but I could never find a move pool that worked effectively with its ability. So, so what I ended up doing was that I gave Darkrai Hypnosis. I think it was either Hypnosis or Dark Void, one of the two. Dream Eater, Thunderbolt, and I think it was a different attacking move. Now, before anybody thought, oh, hey, you were probably more intelligent than the other children for giving a status move. I'll go anywhere if Pokemon appear there. Yeah, so, thing with that is that, like, I always thought those moves were useless as well. I did. The only reason why it actually ended up having that move was because of the fact that its ability did extra, like it did a little bit of extra bonus chip damage when the opposing Pokemon is asleep. Yeah, something about in battle that way too. I don't know. How am I supposed to get that item then? Are you supposed to move? Okay. Maybe if I leave and come back, he'll move. There you go. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so like I always thought this Rayquaza, this Groudon, and this Darkrai were really, really powerful Pokemon. And then when I got my Pokemon Black, when I was able to transfer the Pokemon over, I transferred them over, and then I changed one of them to being Kyurem White, or White Kyurem, pretty much. And Zekrom was also added to the team. I feel like I'm missing one, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know who that was. I think that was Erica, maybe. You know what would be cool to have here? A bug catching contest. Isn't there already one? Oh, sure. I'll take a rare fairy egg. I don't think it's gonna be a fairy egg, though. Route 34, okay. Bug-type Pokemon, we're having a field trip to the national park to let the children discover bug-type Pokemon. But it's hard to get them to pay attention. Okay. Hi. I want to become a bug Pokemon when I grow up. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what the Pokemon is. Alright, the only thing I can think of is the plug word. Maybe that'll help me. Come on, lovely drive. I want to figure out what Pokemon it is. I need to see the icons of Pokemon, and I don't want to search online anymore. It'll take a little bit to boot up. There you go. Oh wow, that was actually kind of quick. It was a Gen 1 Pokemon. That doesn't feel right. Oh, no, those need to be very large icons. Because it was all legendaries. I know that for a fact. Oh, I think the last one might have been Arceus. Even for the flowers, but it's full of icky bug-type Pokemon. Yeah, I think the last one was Arceus. Yeah, because I think this was around the time in which that I think I got like a black and white guidebook. And it had the type chart at the back. And I was doing so much research on which of the, like, 18, no, not 18, it was 17 at that time, types, which one is good for Arceus to use. That it covers all of its weaknesses, but it also covers, like, it covers its weaknesses, but it can also damage every type. Damage is the key thing here, not like be super effective against every type, just damage. And Dark was the greatest candidate. Because not including Fairy, it could hit majority of the types neutrally. There was only a few things that it can't hit, like, neutrally, which is where the other two type of moves carried over. Now, obviously, if I actually knew about the difference between special and physical attack, and knew that I should prioritize one instead of both, I would have been much safer. But I chose both. So I was a bit weird. Anyway. Yeah, I'll just try and keep the text long enough so you guys can read it if you really care about the trainer dialogue. I'll just move Pharaoh over to the front. We barely use Pharaoh anyway. Yeah, because what I used to do is that I used to buy, at least for the new legendary Pokemon, I kind of did this, and boy, do I ever regret that. So I didn't know about EVs and IVs and all that other such stuff, right? Like, and I didn't even know that there was a cap for each and every one. The only thing that I knew, though, is that if you use 10 vitamins at a given time, that's your cap for them. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do all of that. So I ended up boosting, I think, all of their, like, stats, their health, attack, their health, well, mostly it's just their health, defense, special defense, and speed. And then whichever one of the attacks is their priority, so if they're a physical attacker, obviously 10 attack, 1 special attack. If they were special attackers, 1 attack, 10 special attack. That's what I was. That's what I did as a kid. I keep forgetting to go slow. But that's pretty much what ended up happening, though, was like I was, so it's not like I didn't know. It's more so like, but I was playing Pokemon for fun as a kid, though. So it's not like I was playing it just to go, oh, let's go get this 1 in 100 adamant full attack IV Reggie rock because it's the best thing that I've read online. No, I wasn't doing that. I was like, ooh, Reggie rock, throw Pokeball. And I think, as I said before, I only started doing the whole Pokeball thing during Sun and Moon? It was either Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. Because I thought it was going to be a very interesting challenge that I can only catch Pokemon with those Pokeballs. With just Pokeballs in general. Gotta say, legendaries were a headache. But using all the clever strategies kind of thing, well, only using Pokeballs. Your Pokemon did not look a lot nicer than mine, lady. Yours look like those randomly generated Pokemon. Okay. TM over there. How do I get behind the fence? There we go. Where's it? But is there, like, But see, the thing is that, like, when I was a kid, there was never anything cool on the playground about Pokemon games. And maybe it was just because of where I grew up, and because Pokemon games had such a very low crowd, that, like, maybe there wasn't many people that wanted to, like, do the Mew under the truck kind of thing. And, like, all those kind of, like, rumors kind of thing. Because I don't remember there were any. Okay. Hi, buddy. Never seen you around. You're not from here, are you? Yeah. But yeah, like, there was never any rumors like that. The only thing that I remember was probably the Giratina thing that ended up being true, obviously, but at that given time, I was like, where did you go, like, how did you get there, kind of thing, and then you're like, oh, got beat the gym, this, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was Giratina, and there was another one. I think I was watching somebody beat... Yeah, because I think while I was trying to... No, what was it? They were... I think they showed me how they got to Giratina, and then when I tried it, it didn't work for me. Then I watched, I think, a YouTube video, or I read an online guide. I think it's more something. Well, I know. There you go. Like, I did that. Learning how to read people's thoughts. You need to learn English first. I'll test this out in a Pokemon battle. You do that. But yeah, like, I read it online. Oh, I can't remember the website. It was like my one go-to site. It was so old, but it was so good. I used to use it when I was playing Pokemon Leaf Green, like, all the time. Whenever I didn't know something, whenever I got stuck, that's like literally the one thing I always went back to. Like, I can't remember the website's name. I'll probably have to find it either on my own time. It was like Poke something. Now it's just Cerebi. But like, I used this website all the time. It was so long ago. Like, that was back when I was like, what, 8? Yeah, that was back when I was like 7 or 8. And that's the thing, like, I was 7 and 8, so like, I was like, I think I still even have that Leaf Green save. Hang on. I don't think we went very far. Where is it? Save games. GBA, where is the green? There it is. I still have it. Oh, I don't have it saved here, but it might be there. Nope, it didn't work at all. And if it isn't, and if I didn't save it... Okay. I definitely know this was back when... money in your life. I'm being robbed! Oh, literally I'm being robbed, okay. Cool name, bro. Yeah, that's as far as you can go, like, above, right? So now we're just gonna go to the bottom. But yeah, but I think this was around the time where I think it was my father. Yeah, I think it was my father had a craze of just like just gave me like a giant spindle of empty CDs and told me, like, if you ever want to save anything, put on a CD. So that's exactly what I did. I don't know if I still have that CD that has all those stuff. But that's where I stashed my Leaf Green save. I was almost robbed. Just gonna go heal up. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else. I think I was mostly just like doing all that stuff. And the first chance I got when I think it was Gen 5. Was it Gen 5 or was it Gen 6? It might have been before I got X and Y, but it might have been like right after they were out, kind of thing. I ended up going on Pokemon Showdown, and I moved my team and all that stuff, kind of thing. I don't think I moved their stats. Did I move their stats? I don't think so. I don't think I did anything like that. Or if I did, I made sure they were like exactly what I had, kind of thing. And I wanted to try it out. And the first person just wrecked me and called me... he called me something. He called me a noob because I was using like all legendaries. And I'm like, that's not very nice. And I never used Showdown since. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used Showdown since then. And no, it's not because like this guy called me a noob and then it's like, oh, I feel disgusted. I'm not going on this programming yet. It's like, no, because like, oh, you're not. Talk about the guy they tried to, the egg thief. There have been reports of somebody stealing eggs from the daycare center, so he can't be too cautious. Say, have you seen any suspicious activity around the daycare center? I know the thief. You know the thief? Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me already. The man behind the daycare. Oh, I didn't know. Thief, stop right there. You're under arrest. Huh? What is going on? I didn't do anything. I was just watching the Pokemon I left at the daycare. Through the window. It's its first day. That's over there just told me you're the egg thief. I was looking for it. He saw you commit the crime. I didn't do anything. Save it for the judge. Is that actually how you're supposed to do it? Did I spell thief wrong? Yeah, what if I just type in egg then? Pokemon egg, executor, execute. Egg and egg again. No, okay, hang on a second. I have a feeling that that's not exactly how that's supposed to go, and I kind of don't want to, yeah, let's see here. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. No? Okay. Alright, so apparently... So apparently there's nothing that happens. We can make friends with the other Pokemon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything. That's cool, I guess. Bit of a waste of time, though, that I just had to take around just looking for it. But hey, you know, you gotta double check. You never know. But yeah. Anyway, I did do some more research on one thing. And I'll kind of do that like right after we're done with this stuff. And just get back to where I was. Hold on. Let me just get back to where I was, which was over here. Can't believe it. Yep. You can't believe it. Yeah, but apparently, like, if you actually are the one that takes the egg kind of thing, I'll confirm my ability to raise Pokemon monsters. Sure, why not? If you're actually the one that takes the egg, the guy pretty much says, like, that's good, like, because the egg was, abandoned, that you might as well keep it, though. But if you accuse the guy, apparently nothing bad happens, so. Presumably nothing bad happens. Yeah, I only got into the craze of keeping everything backed up kind of thing a few years ago. I think it was back in 2017? I think? Was it 2017? 2016? I think it was 2016. Back when, I think it was my computer at the time, yeah, it was my computer at the time, decided to go down. Like, it crashed or something like that, and, like, literally the drive crashed, and so I didn't do a good enough job. Yeah, you didn't do a good job, buddy. It crashed so badly that you couldn't get in, freezing teenage places on everyday objects. The other day, I spliced some Swiss cheese with a piece of chalk. Okay. And because of that, I lost the computer. Until this day, I still don't have that computer. So great. I lost that computer, which is fine, but like still like... I wish I still had it. But anyway, like that happened. I'm kind of over it. I have this computer now, which is way better than that one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, but since then I've had I think even during then I had a craze of doing it. I had a craze of backing up everything. This is the perfect spot for having a picnic. Won't you join? Sure. Because when I had that computer still, we ended up getting... I still have it here, but unfortunately I gotta get it repaired. It broke. It's been broken for years and I haven't had the time to go and figure out if there's something in the area that could actually work. So pretty much we have a external hard drive. It's a Western Digital one, if that helps. And it's a 4 terabyte external hard drive that was very strange, in my opinion. It needed to be plugged into the wall, then plugged into a computer, which is very interesting to mention because I actually have an external hard drive that I think is now busted or is now dead. One of the two. one of the two things, that has the same capacity, but yet it doesn't need to be plugged into the wall. It just needs to be plugged into the computer, which is very interesting. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that, like, for some odd reason, that one has to be that way. Like, it had to be plugged into the wall for some odd reason. And it kind of got me very confused. It's like, okay, why does this one need to be connected to the wall to be connected to the computer? Like, I didn't get the concept, though, that, like, the hard drive requires so much power that it needs to be, like, drained from the wall kind of thing. Like, it needs to be getting power from the wall. So I was like, why does this hard drive, like, why does this thing need that? But that's weird. So I ended up using it a lot. You slipped? Okay, whatever. So somebody wanted to watch, I think, a TV show or something like that, that I ripped from a DVD and I threw it onto the drive just out of the, like, because at that given time I knew that CDs were very selective. I actually did need to do that because I had a CD that I've had since I was a kid. Dilly. Lumber is rough enough, but somebody's got to do it. If you want to help out on these smaller trees, we'll scythe her and I hack away at this large one. And then this is as far as you can go, kind of thing, after you're done chopping down these trees. Thanks for helping me out with these trees. I really appreciate the help. And apparently if you do that, you get a little bit of karma, which is really good. It helps you out a lot later on. And that's it for this. So I want to go back to that route. But first I want to explore the little river lake thing over here. Ooh. Dragon gem, nice. So yeah, so if you're... Ooh, okay, I dig this, alright. Chandevore, Zapvor. No. Zorovore. Better choice. Yeah, boy. Found us. Yep. Oh, it's only 1v1? Alright. Nice block. Yeah, I'm having issues uploading videos, so I'm trying to fix that. So yeah, so like, somebody wanted a TV show from there. I was gonna give them, I think it was like a season or two or something like that of the show. It was a family member, so it wasn't that big. And, of course, the way that they had their, I think it was their laptop being in something else, it was such a weird position. Can't beat Irene and go unpunished. Okay. It was in such a weird position, though, that I had to place the external hard drive on, like, a ledge of, like, a table kind of thing. Because where they had their laptop was so weirdly placed. And so what happened is that as soon as, like, I adjusted the laptop slightly to make the cable loose, it actually tightened and pulled the external hard drive instead of doing what I wanted it to do, which was loosen, so that it would have more, I would have more of a maneuver around it. So it fell and it hit the ground, and I think I heard a crack, something like that, maybe. You sure were mean to my little sisters. Because I think that's because that's exactly what happened. I don't know if I heard a crack or not. So after that, they were like, okay, I don't want it anymore, kind of thing. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's like, okay. So I go back to my computer. I plug it in, And it still worked for a little bit, I think. And then, for some odd reason, I couldn't access anything. And I heard something tick on the inside. Can't believe we lost. Yeah, so I heard something click on the inside, and for some odd reason, I couldn't access my games, my files, or anything like that. The only thing I could do was that I could copy the folder names over, but I couldn't access any of the files on the inside. So after that, I unplugged it, plugged it back in, thought that it was a thing, and then that's when I heard the little ticking thing inside. And so I went to pretty much the computer expert in my family and asked, what's going on? I'm confused. So he asked me, like, what happened? So I explained, and he goes, okay, so you broke your hard drive. He didn't tell me how. He didn't tell me what was broken. He told me, though, that, like... Well, first of all, he told me, though, there's only two ways that a hard drive can break. Through software, where Windows can't access it for some odd reason, or hardware. So it's like, okay, so I want you to try this. So he asked me to try some things, and I tried them, and none of them work. Yeah, I want to see if I can get that TM. Do you have fly? You don't have fly. Now I'll just move to war. Yeah, so like I ended up yeah, so as soon as I got that, I was able to quickly find out, though, that like what it actually was a hard drive issue. So after I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I think it was around this time. Yeah, it was like around this time, I ended up finding out, though, that what could have happened is that the reader head for how a hard drive reads the information that's on there could have been what was broken. Because apparently that part is very, very fragile. So, pretty much that's exactly what it was. What I believe it's what happened. This is the item, okay. Guess what you're getting, Age of 4? You're getting... Oops. You're getting Flash Cannon, yay! A TM that you should have learned right off the bat. You know what, I'll keep Togavor in here for now. I mean, if it fills all the criteria, it's just, it doesn't have the right typing. Because it's Fairy Psychic instead of being Psychic Fairy. That's fine. As long as it has Gardevoir as the body, it's fine. And as you can see, it is the body, so... And I'm only just gonna do it for level ups. Just so that way, though, like, we're putting experience somewhere. So we're just gonna continue onward. We found a Credilli here, so what else can we find? A Scyther and a Feebas? Okay, give me a Feebas. And I'll be happy. Anyway. So what I believe is, yeah, so that's what I believe is what happened, is that the reader head broke. And that's what I keep thinking is ticking around in there, is that because it has nowhere to go, because obviously a hard drive has to be fully enclosed, with no way for anything to get in or out, kind of thing, it's stuck in there. And it's clicking on everything, right? Because it has nowhere to go. And because obviously something's spinning, because that's how your data actually gets read and written in there. So guess what happens? So while it's spinning, it's causing this thing to bounce off the walls and the ceiling of the top of the drive kind of thing. So it's causing issues. So yeah, I could try and see like I have the drive here. I don't know if I have it opened enough that I can actually like take a look and see if I could like put any hard drive in here. Oh, it's open enough I can actually take a look. I think this was because I didn't know if I could like that. Hang on a second. This thing has a cache? Huh. Who knew? Can you even take this out? Hang on. There's a screw here. I've installed a hard drive before, so it's not like it's... I have an idea, although I'm not surprised that this actually flops around, to be honest. It's got one screw that's screwed in. So, if this was meant to be portable, it's not very portable. I mean, even the power's not even very, like, stable in here. Okay, wait, I gotta take a look at what a hard drive actually looks like, because I wonder if that circuit board is what's actually supposed to be on a hard drive or what's actually supposed to be on the computer. Okay. Because maybe I might be able to use the chassis still. I never thought of it. I never thought of just trying to put a new hard drive in here just so I can use the chassis for now. I think I mostly just thought that like it was designed for that hard drive specifically. I mean, I could just find another 4TB hard drive that'll fit in here. I'm just surprised this thing even has a cache, to be honest. Hard drives usually don't have caches, I don't think. Mind you, 64 megabytes is not a lot for 4TB, but still. Ilex Forest Shrine is honor of the Forest Protector. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I probably still have the plug cable for it too, so I could definitely use it. I definitely have the cable still for it, but I definitely don't want to use this though, because it's a very outdated model. I'm just gonna use a yeah, I'm just gonna use the like the tens of super repels that I do have. Yeah, because that's where Shedinja is. Yeah. It's horrible. The Slowpoke well began overflowing and it flooded the entire town. The flood ruined my latest batch of charcoal. At least the Slowpokes seem to be enjoying it. All this water looks like it's all coming from the Slowpoke's well. Wow, Grandpa said I can't go swim with Slowpoke. Why? I've had a bad situation, but thankfully all of our medical equipment still works. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. Thank you. Hope to see you again. Thank you. John? Do you still sell stuff? They don't even say anything about it. They're like, yeah, the town's flooding. We're safe. It's like, okay, buddy. Bug gem? Nah. We don't need a bug gem. Although that gem is very much bugging me. I know I'm bad. The incident with the well. Disastrous is the only way I can describe it. Our house is the only one that was unaffected. Thankfully. Hello, my name is Kurt, and I obviously know who you are. You're Xilestar, the Kanto League champion, but you came to Azalea Town at an unfortunate time. The Slowpoke's well suddenly started overflowing, and it flooded the entire town. I wonder what caused it to happen. This is very unusual. Oh, you don't say anything? Okay. Well, alright. So I guess we're gonna have to... Not much I can do in the town, I guess. Hey, is the gym still here? Is the gym open? Oh, it's locked. Alright, well, maybe it's like the 8th gym from Kanto now. Oh, hey, it's that guy again. Hello. Hey, you're the kid from Goldenrod Tunnel. I remember you. Listen, a trade's a trade. I ain't giving you back your Pokemon. About this flood, I've got nothing to do with it. Leave me alone. I told you already. I had nothing to do with the flood. What can't you understand about this? Why are you battling me? Alright. Gulucha. Okay. You can be nasty buddy. Haha. I wonder if I were to find the model number of this. Like, if I can actually put a different hood. Like, I'm not losing much stuff anyway. For this hard drive like that. No. Okay, you got me. I just jammed a bunch of shelter in that well, and it all flooded. No big deal. Why did I do it? Well, I most definitely can't tell you, or you'll mess everything up. Look, I feel a bit bad for you. Caught up in all of this, so I'll give you back your Pokemon that you traded me in Goldenrod City. Clang. Is that actually what I gave him? But now that my identity is revealed, that old gym leader will surely chase me away from the town. Ugh. Fine. You win this time. I shall leave. Now scram. Is that actually what I gave him? I definitely don't remember what I gave him. I know I gave him a Pokemon. Hang on. Hang on. What Pokemon did I actually give him? No, I thought I gave him a Curlia. Come on. He didn't even give me the right Pokemon back. I gave him a Curlia. I gave him a docile Curlia. Yeah, I've always had an interest. Yeah, during my travels, I've come across Pokemon. Wow, that Curlia of yours. Would you like to trade it for my Mewtwo? Yeah. Yeah, Curlia. Yeah, I'm just gonna save again. Yeah. I gave him a Curlia, not a Clang. That's the routes. He didn't even give me the right Pokemon back. So he's well started flying. It's very unusual. What's that you say? You seem to intentionally flooded it. That's horrible. I see. The shelter must be blocking a natural water drain in the cave system. Then it's our duty to go help these poor shelter. Well then, if we're diving into the well, you should probably teach this to one of your Pokemon. Dive! Shelter must be blocking a natural water drain system, causing the water level to rise in the well. You should dive into the well and see if you can unclog it. Yeah! Why couldn't you just give me a diving suit instead? Because I don't think I have a water Pokemon that can learn that. I'm probably joking. We probably do have a water type Pokemon that could probably learn it. I'm sorry, Togavor. I'm probably going to need to use Blastoise. Apparently I defused it from the Gardevoir. Probably because I needed it. Probably because it had a better nature. And what I currently used. I'm hoping you can use it. And before anybody complains that, oh, I thought you were supposed to use Gardevoir fusions, I could just fuse it with Gardevoir right now and save us the trouble. But, just to save a little bit of time, let's just teach Blastoise Dive, use it, beat this side quest, and call it a day. Water is flowing out of the well still. Dive into the well, yes. Okay, if I remember correctly, you actually have to go... Yes, you have to use strength. I probably didn't need to do that. There is probably a way you can do without needing to reset the area. If only that's how that worked. Okay, I could probably do 3 of them. No, I think I need to reset. As I said, there's probably a way you could do it with all 4 of them all at once, but I obviously didn't do it that time. Like, there's probably a way you can calibrate this area and so that way it could work that way, but I obviously didn't do it. There we go. I'm gonna go up 1, go here. That should be a safe spot for that. Let's see here. So I definitely need to move. So I can definitely move this up. Move that. No, I probably just messed this up again. Yeah, I think I messed this up again. Okay, so my idea was to push this one down so I can move this one over, but I need to be able to push this rock. So I'm gonna have to push this one up, which means that I can't move this one at all. Unless I can... Yeah, so I probably just messed that up. Alright, yep. Okay. I think it's probably just because I'm overthinking this, and that might be why I'm doing this all wrong. I'm just gonna do that for now. I'm gonna push it back though. Definitely move this over here. It's fine, okay. Now I'm gonna go up 1, move it to here. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this boulder. I think this would be a little bit easier if the Slowpoke were actually moving around. Like, kind of like how the Rhyhorn does. I think it would have been a lot easier if it did start moving around, though. Unless you can't do it all in one batch, because I could easily just move these two, like, around kind of thing. But I need to push this Slowpoke out of the way, though. Because it's the only way that I could see this working. Yeah, because that's the only way I could see this actually, like, working. And it's all because of this rock, though. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, any other way, but this place is so tight, though, for it. Wait, how are you supposed to get this one out, then? No, wait, maybe we could all do it all at once. Okay, so yeah, so we push this guy. And push this. I'll do this one, because this is the only one that I know for a fact that I am being stuck on. These two are almost identical, so that's fine. Push again. There we go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think we can push these. Yeah. Yeah, you can't push them. Alright. But now I have the idea, so that's good. Or I have an idea now, so that's good. Same idea. Push that. Cross twice, push this up twice. We will push this over here. Right? No. I think I goofed, but that's fine. I can easily just, like, kind of salvage it, so that's okay. Or maybe this was the intended path all along. Who knows? Anyway. It's fine. And this, I need to push it like that. Perfect. As I said, maybe there is a way you could do it with, like, you don't have to reset the cell kind of thing, but I'm just gonna reset the cell. It's much easier for me just to reset it. Go all the way across. Come on, there you go. Here we go. Go up one, go over here, push twice. Back here. I did all that without the walkthrough. Water appears to be draining. The well is returned to normal. I want the item. Super splicers. That's still actually kind of useful. Aww. Uh-oh. Oh no, that Jigglypuff is mad. It's mad. You did it, Xilestar. You drained the well, and now the town has returned to normal. Thank you so much for helping our town. It isn't much, but I want you to have these for helping us out. 5 candy balls. These are special Pokeballs that I crafted myself. They make a Pokemon gain a few levels when it's captured with it. You also may not know it, but I happen to be this town's gym leader. I would be honored if you paid me a visit at the gym. I hope I'll see you there. Cool. Alright, we'll get our second gym badge over here. Yay. Actually, there's actually something I wanted to mention as well. Okay, Blastoise is in nature adamant. Okay, we'll just have to worry about that later. I'm hoping it works on fused Pokemon. If it doesn't, oops. We're going to move Chandelure. I'll give you a tip if you beat me. Sure. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Moonblast then. Okay, let's beat you anyway. Bye, buddy. Cacaldo. Moonblast again. Yep. You bugged out. Use my ears. Okay, that opened a way, apparently. Pokemon are cool and tough. I'll prove it to you. Alright, Albert. Mr. You? Mr. Me? Anyway. Hex. I kind of don't want to do anything, but I have to move this. Oh, I used Hex apparently. Okay, whatever. Alright. Nope. You don't need to learn Future Sight. There we go. You proved how tough you are. I did. Indeed. Oh, okay, so you have to activate. Okay. Most Pokemon evolve young, so they get stronger that much faster. You do that. Meanwhile... Ooh, Crabdos. This is actually kind of cool, actually. Alright. I want to see if that's actually the... Okay, cool. No, I have to start from scratch now? Alright. Okay, then it's... Yeah. What? What? You're the one who stopped the flood? Poof, you're mighty, but my Pokemon is pretty tough too. Try and see if there's any other ones on the market than this one. Go, let's see what this one is. Ugh, alright. Alright, so it's... Nope. Alright. I could kind of just save and then try and see if it works. If it works that way. Do middle. Okay, middle... Nope. Alright, so I know what the order is. Aha! Alright. Kurt. Should be fine. Hello, young one. My name is Kurt. I have studied bug Pokemon for my entire life. I will teach you not to underestimate bug-type Pokemon. Champion or not, get ready for some schooling. There. Perfect. Ooh, Shubdoof. Ooh. Dark. Okay, since this does give me a model number, I want to see if I can find it while we're playing this. Dark Pulse. What? Oh, I'd probably use Mirror Coat. It probably doesn't detect the hard drives, or not detect. Probably doesn't count the hard drives model number. Let's see if I could probably find that out. Bottom here. No, I'm saying it's fine. I mean, if you say so. Okay, okay, I don't want a big one. I just want to have one that uses USB-C, my man. There you go, USB-A or USB-C. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Paima. Alright, Moonblast. That's a lot of money. Alright. And we will very well. You can have the Hive Badge. Hooray! You have proved your worth. Here is the Hive Badge. You also have this TM, it's an old favorite of mine. Quiver Dance is an old TM you like to use? Now, excuse me, but I must leave. Come pay me a visit at my house if you fancy a chat. I'm guessing it's supposed to be at, not at my house. Alright. Alright. Can you guys actually hear that? Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Unfortunately, people have to do work outside, and I can only find this time to actually record. Ooh, what's this? Yellow scarf. Alright, cool. Put this. Mankey Paw, yes! More Mankey Paw. Sacred Ash, I'll take it. Better than nothing. What Pokemon can we find here? Your party Pokemon waiting got extra experience? Cool. I'm wondering if this was just fit. Oh, this is no good. How am I supposed to go through this cave now? Of all the racing spots these Graveler could have chosen, I guess I'll have to take the long way around the cave then. Okay. Bulbous. Bulbous. Hey, Bill. take a look. Maybe I'll take a look and see if there's a better pricing for this. Moonblast. Data cable. Isn't that the same price? What? You're to Violet, are you? Let my Pokemon see if you're good enough to battle. Sure. Why not, buddy? Piddler? It's Piddler on the roof! No, I'm kidding, okay. Dark Pulse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what about this other thing then? That's there. Doesn't look as good, but hey, it might be there. Ooh, Belgar. Dark Pulse. I'll take a look at these two. Or at least 4, technically. Cario. Goodbye. I don't know. What's the maximum capacity of this? She's still a lot. You passed the test. Sure, buddy. Thanks. I haven't found a wild Pokemon yet, though. Hi. I'm in training. Care for a round? Sure. Okay, guys. Okay, so what about this one? How is it that much for 8 terabytes? What the f- That don't make no sense. Okay, you can go in. Okay. Wait, so you're telling me though that they had the ability to paint the whole thing black, but the back. Why bother having it black then? And again, they did the same thing for this one too. I'm gonna should be able to take care of this one. Okay, cool. I mean, these look okay. I don't like the pricing though for my use case. Oh, I know what Gender Ball actually does now. Gender Ball is that and what Genderstone does. Actually, no, Genderstone is the one I was not Gender Ball. How the Genderstone actually works is that it actually changes the gender of the Pokemon that you use it on, obviously. Now you might be asking yourself, how is that any useful? It actually is. So if there's actually a Pokemon that actually has, let's say, a gender-specific evolution, like Gallade, where it has to be male, so you can use the Dawnstone on it, to change it from from Kirlia to Gallade. Whoa, what a surprise, I didn't expect to see anyone here. Sure. Anyway. So that's pretty much what that's for, though, is like, it's for that kind of thing. So instead of having to look around for that kind of Pokemon, you just look for it. I'll use Dark Pulse. I see, this one's black. The only thing that's wrong with these ones, though, these external hard drives, is that, like, they don't necessarily have... I don't think what's wrong with these external hard drives is the fact that, like, they don't look like you can easily, like, access them. Like a PC does. And it's kind of like the same thing with this one right here, though. Like, it has these little clips at the side, so instead of using screws... Oh, are you kidding me, game? Stop it! Okay, let's see here. I mean, this would be the safest option for me to go for, but not for pricing. At least not for this. But this could be where I would store Grimoire, though. Oh, there's a Lapras here. Cool. But wait, how am I supposed to leave that? Oh, if anybody's actually wondering what Grimoire is actually the external hard drive that I use for everything. I tell those who don't, what kind of person are you? Okay. Probably something about style. Anyway. Yeah, so like that's kind of what this is. That's what this external hard drive is called. It's called Grimoire. It's funny because, well, if you actually know what kind of drive it's in, you'd be laughing your head off about what it actually is, because it's pretty interesting that I found it, but. Oh, these actually come with NAS drives. Ooh, okay. So I do want to kind of take a look at like ask a question kind of thing about this, because this would actually be a very good use case. And I kind of wanted to have this. And maybe it'll just be more easier if I just have it so it'll like it's on a NAS system. Maybe it might be a little bit of a better idea. Not 100% sure. But anyway, so the idea is that I want it so that way though. Actually, I'll use this hard drive as a physical example from. So this drive, we'll say, will be where all of my stuff will be. Look at we can actually advance levels. You mean I can move Necrovore back into the team? Even if it's just for a level. That's still better than nothing. So let's say this hard drive right here is where everything that's in the Grimoire drive is stored. Now, even though the Grimoire drive that everything is stored is 5 terabytes, that doesn't mean it's fully in use. It's a... I mean, it barely filled like the 4 terabyte drive that it's in. I just didn't want it on the PC anymore. I wanted it on a portable system as much as possible. But that's that system, okay? So what I want to do is that I wanted every PC that I have, if you don't know, I have 2, but I eventually want to have 3, so that way though I can play around with it. And I wanted each and every PC to have its own sort of access to the items. So here's what I mean. So the network drive, or we'll say the NAS kind of thing, will have access to, will have all the files. And pretty much it also has a directory specifically for any new files that you want, kind of thing, that you want to add but you don't want to, or that you can throw in, but if you don't want to do anything with it, you can just leave it there. So what I was thinking of doing... Oh, I thought it was frozen a little bit. It was a bit weird. Oh, I'm frozen again. Weird. Anyway, it's been a while since I last saw another person. Don't be shy, let's battle. Oh, it's weird again. Freezing again. Weird. Anyway, Tiger Philip. Alright. So the idea is that, like, while this will have every access, every computer that I have will have either a software or something else that will try to access that data, kind of thing. So it'll sort of sync up the drive, kind of thing, to certain files or certain folders, kind of thing, right? So for the new PC that I want to build, Monolith, that will have, let's say, access to, we'll say, like my game saves kind of thing. And it'll be the one that can inject game saves if I really wanted to. So let's say I play, I don't know, what's a game that I have on here that I haven't played that I want to? The Outer Worlds. Let's say I want to play the Outer Worlds. I haven't had the time to even try it. Anyway. Or even Starfield. We'll say Starfield, because that's definitely a game I want to play. So let's say I want to play Starfield. Okay? So let's say on the main PC that should have access to it at all times, kind of thing, I create a folder for Starfield, and I even create, like, you know, the whole thing. Who's there? Leave me and my Pokemon alone. Right. So we'll say, like, it has a folder all that ready to go, but it has nothing in there. Let's say on Monolith, when it's built, I play a little bit of Starfield, and I want to back up the save. So what will happen is that when I try to put the save on there, it's not going to be sent to the direct folder right off the bat. Because obviously that would be a huge security risk, right? That makes a lot of sense. You definitely don't want to risk all the data being lost. So what I wanted to do is that I wanted to inject everything into the new folder system. So that way, if there is a virus or if there is malware or whatever, it only affects that folder system instead of the whole thing. But I'm usually very good at that kind of stuff, though, like having it not happen, so yeah. And I don't go on any fishy websites at any time, so that's never gonna happen. But, you know, just in case that does happen, or just in case, like, you know, there's a Feebas. I do want a Feebas. But I don't know how to get melodic on here, though. But I will definitely catch a Feebas. Anyway. But yeah, so how it's gonna work, though, is that, like, so for Monolith, I play a little bit. Let's say I throw it back in the same folder, and I tell it to sync up the drive. Or I sync up that folder to the folder that's in the new drive. So pretty much what I want the program to do is I want it to take where the original folder is, compare it to the folder that I currently have on Monolith, and compare the two together. Oh, I'm in the Ruins of Alph. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, though. I'm in the Ruins of Alph, but I don't want to be there. I came all the way here to conduct my Pokemon research. Let me demonstrate my findings in a real Pokemon battle. So yeah, so what it's going to do is it's going to compare the two, then it's going to go, uh-oh, you have an entry in Starfield. That's obviously new. So instead of having it being injected into that folder system, it's going to inject it into the new folder system and create the entry specifically for that, obviously, right? Is this the same guy? I remember this whole entire team. It's weird. So, and because it recognizes this this directory as that kind of thing, that makes a lot of sense. So that way, though, before you... Chamber E. The text is worn out. Deba. The order moo. Touch the stone tablet? Sure. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm clicking on random things, hoping that something will happen. It's probably like an order of operations thing, kind of like how the bug gym was. Okay, so what's this one then? A, B, D, E, be respected. Nope. Alright, I don't know. But, oh yeah, so pretty much, like, it'll go to the new system kind of thing, and the main PC, oh, I guess we're rebattling. I didn't see the word rebattle until after. But yeah, so the main computer that has, like, all access kind of thing, or has access to edit it, where you have to put in a password to be able to edit it, I don't know how I want to do it yet, or how I want it to be, right? But pretty much, that's pretty much how it is. Or what I'm thinking of doing is having it be... Ooh, I have an idea. I can have it as a RAID configuration with 2 drives, so that like it has, so that like if one of them dies, it can like replace it. What I could do... Oh, I just come up with the devious plan, alright. So what I could do is I could split the drive into 2, which I know is bad. From far and wide in search of Pokemon. Okay. Looking for Pokemon 2, then you're my collecting rival. Alright. So what I could do is I could have one of them be the complete drive that'll back up everything, right? So what I could do is that I could have my main drive be split into 2. Now I know this is not really recommended in like Windows kind of thing, but hear me out, all right? So I could split into 2, have the new directory be counting as a separate drive. That'll be about, we'll say about 500 gigabytes. Sounds about right, kind of thing, and which will give me my main drive still. Which will still give, like, my main drive, however big it is. Okay. You're gonna give me a Deoxys. That's fine. Alright, we're just gonna catch Deoxys then. This will actually give me time to talk, actually. So, let's say that the drive is about 8 terabytes. 8 terabytes sounds like a really good... Especially for my use case, because I barely throw anything in there. Like, mostly what I'm doing is I'm just writing things in and taking things out at given times. Usually it's just game mods. That's pretty much what the use case is now. I'm mostly just trying to look at more Oblivion mods. But anyway, that's the idea, right? So I go and take a look at these game mods kind of thing, and I throw them into my drive so I can use them for later purposes, instead of having to re-download them every time. If old me knew that was a safer option than just install delete and then download again after, I would be in a much safer position now. But that's beside the point, right? The point is that I learned my mistake, and I actually have all of my mods backed up. I kind of wish, though, that, like, what the Nexus would do is that it would kind of keep track, not necessarily keep track, but it would know which ones you've downloaded before, and it would sort of warn you when those mods themselves have been updated, right? So, like, in terms of like Oblivion mods that I've done on the channel, let's say Knights of the Nine Revelation got an update, right? In order for you to get a notification that that mod has been updated, you have to track the mod. Which makes sense, right? If you track mods that you've downloaded before, you should be able to get a notification about it. But there should be a second thing, though. There should be like a separate thing that's like manual, which will tell you anything, right? But if there's a new version update, let's say it's for bug fixing and stuff like that, there should be a secondary alert system that tells you, hey, did you know that Knights of the Nine Revelations has updated from 1.2 to 1.3? So that way, though, you go, oh, I was having a lot of issues back in 1.2. Maybe they've been fixed in 1.3. Who knows, right? You won't know if you're not tracking the mod, obviously. And the thing with the mods that I have on my mod folder here, I don't have the versions, by the way. I don't have the game mod versions. Let's see here. Let's see what I have for Knights of the Nine Revelation while I keep clicking Pokeballs, honestly. Let's see here. Knights of the Nine Revelations. Let's see. Or Revelation, Knights of the Nine Revelation. Yep, nothing here. Let's see what version it's on the Nexus, and it'll give you an idea why it would be a good idea for it to have that. I know for Pal World, all the mods that I do use for the server, I do have backups for them, or I do have them tracked, I should say. I have them all being tracked because those are very useful, especially for the server, because then I can know when they're up to date. Knights of the Nine. I'm pretty sure if I search this, it's actually there. It's actually one of the top ones. What? Oh, search by date published. Endorsements for one. There you go. Let's see here. Let's see what the current version of Knights of the Nine Revelation. I'd laugh. It's actually 1.2. Let's see. 1.3.7. And I downloaded this on 2021. That was probably when I was recording it, and that was probably because it comes with its own walkthrough or something like that, or probably just to make sure that I have it in the correct. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so one of the that would be a cool system though, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have to speed up though, but I'm currently talking, so it's fine. So yeah, so that's pretty much like that kind of stuff, right? So that's, let's say, for Monolith. So what does that mean for Monochrome and Cube? Well, let's say Cube will need my my like desktop backgrounds. Let's say it'll need my let's see here, what else does it need? Let's say it needs my game mods, my games, my save games, TV shows and movies that I have currently on the drive. Let's say it also needs my remote into computer, easy clicks kind of thing. I don't know what else, say that kind of thing, right? So Cube will request for those kind of thing. And then the drive will go, yep, you can have those, and then it'll send those to that computer, right? And then we'll say for Monochrome, let's say it will, which is the current PC that I'm using right now. Let's say I request for all of the stuff that's in there, then I can easily get it, right? And then obviously if I add anything to one of these things, instead of me having to plug in the drive and... Yes, instead of me plugging in the drive, let's say, and then having me like waiting for it to boot up, though, I just go to the network storage and then I just toss it all in there. Or I use the application to toss it all in there. Then I don't have to worry about anything. Although, one thing that I would love to do, and I don't know if I could do it this way, I kinda hope I could, but I'm not 100% hopeful for it. And even if I can't do it that way, it's not that big of a deal. I was kinda hoping that I could use like the network storage as my game library, or do again the separate drive thing. Because I mean, if I could, I would probably separate it into like having a 10 terabyte. Fear not, your friendly neighborhood superhero is here to help. Cool. I would have like a separate, so I would do the separation thing, obviously, right? And we'll say instead I chose I used 8 terabytes as the example, right? So we'll say 18 terabytes this time for both drives. Even though I'm more likely to throw in the 20 or 22 I think that I looked up. We'll say 18 for this example. So obviously the second one's just a backup just in case something happens. And then we'll split the drive into 3. So, I would probably have the game library being 10 gigabytes. And make or not 10 gigabytes, 10 terabytes, sorry. 10 terabytes, sorry. So, since the drive has 18 in total, if I separate it between having 7.5, 510 fits the whole drive. I definitely need to heal everybody. But again, that's the idea for that, right? And so what I want to happen is that for the game library, it'll be where I stash all my Epic Games games, all my Steam games, and all that other such stuff, though, kind of thing. And obviously, if like it would just install it once there, and then if I want to, let's say, reinstall Oblivion for the 18th millionth time, I could have it just go straight from there, though. But to be fair, for Oblivion, I would more likely like to have a separate version of Oblivion. I'll just use Sacred Ash. Who cares? I definitely don't. It's not like we've actually been using it anyway. Until now. See, the only thing about Oblivion that I would prefer to have over actually technically anything right now is to have a version of it that doesn't have Shivering Isles installed on it. Now, before anybody asks, like, well, why would you want that? Like, you have Shivering Isles. Like, why would you not want to have it? The reason why that I don't want to have Shivering Isles attached is because of the fact that I want my mod to be universally used. So, if I were to, let's say, mod my Xbox, another Deoxys, awesome. I'll speed it up this time. There you go. Yeah, so if I were to mod my Xbox, let's say, so that it can load any mod that I want to throw in there, kind of thing. By the way, my Xbox does not have any of the DLCs. So that's why I always try to make sure, though, that, like, my mod doesn't use any DLC assets, or it does use DLC assets, but I make sure that it doesn't require the DLC itself. Now, I'm not distributing my mod. I'm just doing it for personal use cases. The only thing that I'm distributing is the scripts itself that are being used in the mod, which I still have to make those videos. I just haven't had the time lately to do it. And when I do find the time for it, something comes up in the middle when I have that free time. Like, obviously, this video not being uploaded for some reason. One of the videos from that session had an issue. I fixed that, but I can't really do that with this video. Actually, I could. Not that difficult, but I shouldn't need to do that. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at here. I shouldn't need to do this workaround just to get that video to be rendered or uploaded. But I'll do it. It's fine. Anyway. That's that pretty much. Yeah, because the one thing I definitely do want to do is I want to start stashing all these videos in a singular hard drive instead of having them stashed between two of them. And whenever I do end up having a lot of free time that I can do whatever I really want to, pretty much, and have whatever, I gotta go and empty out the drive with all the small things. That should be a lot of fun. I was on top of it, I think around the beginning of this year. Was it the beginning of this year? Hang on, when was the last time I accessed it? I'll tell you. Hang on, yeah, that'll tell you exactly when the last time that I actually opened it up was. April 22nd. Right? Yeah, April 22nd. You wanna know what's really funny though? You wanna know what day it is right now? It's September 10th. That's how old this thing is. And that's what I mean though, like. And that's why, like, if anybody asks, like, oh, why don't you play this game? Why don't you play this game? It's like, I don't find the time for them. Like, even finding time for the series that I do actually record and want to make videos of, I still don't have the time to even do them. It's not that I'm angry that you're not being very specific. If you are being specific, same idea, though. But the one thing you gotta recognize, though, is that, like, if I want to play the game, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna find the time to play it. Same thing with this. I'll find time to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion when I have the time. So if you guys tell me that you guys want me to play Starfield, let's say, not only do I have to buy the game, but I gotta find the time to play it, and I gotta make sure that my computer can actually run the game. And even if it does, can it run while recording? And I gotta figure out, though, if there's any bugs or glitches that I need to be aware of that could possibly break my save. Because as long as I'm aware of those things, I can actually try and do my best to circumvent that. That's kind of what happens when I'm doing my mod. I kind of find these little bugs and glitches here and there. Or I try to go with specific scenarios kind of thing that might happen, and I go, okay, it's good. And then, I think was it the modded playthrough? I went with an unorthodox method, and then it broke. It was like the random for use case that it just ended up breaking. I'm like, uh-oh, that's not supposed to happen. Then I fix it, honestly. Which I just fixed something else. That happened, which was a lot of fun. To find out that I broke something while trying to fix something else. That was a lot of fun to find out. But again, same idea though. Like I want to be able to like if I had the time, if I had time 24/7 to do whatever I wanted, kind of thing, I would obviously be recording. No doubt about it. I'd probably find the time to record random stuff. And same thing with streaming, though. I'd probably spend most of that time probably streaming, which I haven't done yet. There's actually somewhat of a good reason for that. I don't have a clear time schedule to kind of work around with this, with streaming. And in order for, as far as I recall, oh, if it's light, a cave isn't scary. If you're strong, Pokemon aren't scary. Sure. So I had to find that. Anyway. As I said, but with recording and stuff, though, like, I don't have the time necessarily to do it. Because anytime I find the time, it doesn't fit well with streams. Now, if you say, okay, like, you can find, like, 7-8 hours to record, it's like, yes. Those are random times, though. Flash. Okay, cool. Those are, like, a once in, like, every 3 months kind of scenario, and I don't know about it before recording. I know about it, like, let's say the day before, and I can't just go on random, like... And I can't just go, like, oh, yeah, random stream happening, like today kind of situation. It's like, no, that's I don't have like anything on Twitch kind of thing to even go do that. Even if I were to live stream on YouTube, I still don't have a following for that it actually feels relevant to go and do those kinds of posts, right? GoBot's confused rate keeps confusing my Pokemon. I'm seriously upset about that. What? Who's talking? Bill? Where are you? Alright. But yeah, so while I don't want to say the excuse, but it kind of was. While the excuse before was because I was only using one monitor, and so that's why I couldn't stream. And now that I do have 2 monitors, though, it's like, okay, now what's stopping me? Well, time. Time is stopping me. And because time is stopping me, I just don't have it. I don't have time to stream. And even if I did have the time to stream, though, it's like, what would I stream, right? There are a few things I don't want to do, though, but it's like, what can I stream, right? Are you Bill? Ah, okay, you're Bill. I don't know how you were able to... battle me from all the way over here. That's a bit weird. That's very weird. No! You there, want to battle? No! No, I don't want to battle. How do you have Ultra Necrozma? Moonblast. Aww. Alright. Aha! Increasing your speed, I see. Wonderful. Thunderbolt. Uh-oh. Aha! There we go. I don't know if becoming nimble actually does anything. Down and out, alright. I mean, obviously you must have trained hard. Okay. A whiz. And I want an Aerobus. I just want to be able to heal my Pokemon. Thank you for the Helix fossil. I can go to the Pokemon Center. Heal thy Pokemon! I need to move Necrovore on my team. Give me my Necrovore. Perfect. I think I shall send it into battle. Since it is like... Oh, it's one of 2 Pokemon that... Oh, I know why. Because Chandelure is only good at select cases, and I keep using it for everything. Oh, you're Pokemon tied for the cave? No, I just healed. He's like, how did you do that? Grinbird? Okay. But yeah, I think that might be the best use case. I mean, if I can do it that way, I don't even know if I can. I know you can do Steam libraries, but that's usually, like, it stored on a local drive, right? I don't know. Maybe I can do it that way. I'm not quite sure. If the Pokemon I liked were there, I'd go anywhere. That's what a real trainer does. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't necessarily want anything for, like, for my Oblivion in particular, for my mod, I should say. I just want a version that doesn't have Shivering Isles, like, merged in it, right? I've tried to stay away from using Shivering Isles items as much as possible. I just found out not too long ago, I think it was about a month ago, I think I found it. I found a Shivering Isles item in my mod. Okay, she'd rather pet her babies in this, okay. I knew I skipped that trainer, that's why I went back. Alright. It's an ambush, your money or your life. Are you a thief? It's a burglar that looked like a woman. Anyway. So I found a Shivering Isles item. So which also begs the question, oh, did I miss another one? So when I get a chance, I'm gonna have to take a look. That should be lots of fun. I get to take a look at a lot of items and figure out if I actually missed any of them. Ooh, that actually doesn't look that half bad. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look that half bad. Moonblast. No, it decreased my stat changes that I do not have. Moonblast. Ooh, okay. Let me take it out one shot. That's interesting. Are we speed tied, or did it use a lower priority move? You'll never catch me. You're one scary kid. I'm out of here. Big mushroom. It would have been really cool, though, if the guy that we got arrested was actually their team leader. Is this what I think it is, or no? It's not. Okay, so it's not a roamer. Alright. Stop splitting the power, man. Anyway. And I'm not gonna get anywhere. It's probably gonna waste all my time. You know what? Hang on a second. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and do not capture the curse anymore. There we go. Alright, 10 times speed. Yeah, my friend updated my version though, so it doesn't actually have that pop up anymore. Since he says it's somewhat stable now. I had an outdated version. I had version 1.2 and he gave me version 3.8, so. It has a new experimental speed though, but he told me not to use it. It has been known to crash games and corrupt saves. And how he knows that, he backed up his save before he even tested the version, and guess what happened? He used it. His save got corrupted. So he used his backup, and it still worked. So obviously it still worked because it doesn't recognize that he used the application. So said, though, he's glad he backed it up, because if he didn't, he would have lost... I think he said like 38 or 39 hours of gameplay. Which is kind of like what I did with this game. I don't know what it is. It's like, I have a drive specifically to back up my saves. But yet, I proceed to not do it as diligently as I should. I don't do it as diligently as I do, which is weird. Anyway. That's fine. Can you just stay in the Pokeball, please? Like, I understand I don't have Thunder Wave, but, like, still. Stay in? Nope. Stay in. Please, stay in. Stop hurling my Necrovore into the air. It's already floating. What more do you want? It wants to Zen headbutt it, obviously. How should I not have known that? Alright, you know what? Attempt number 1. Oh, I don't have discharge at that moment. Never mind. I thought I had discharge. I was like, discharge has a 30% chance of paralysis. Let's try that. I was freed from something. Oh, does telekinesis make it so you float in the air and the next move is guaranteed to hit? Ooh, okay. So it's like lock on then, okay. Come on, stay in. I know of pressure. I know that that's why they've been struggling a lot between the Deoxys and Latios, but now that I know that they're here, ooh. Go back to normal speed. Wait, did I get Protect? Because if I did, I'll just get rid of Detect for that. I just want to make sure that I did get Protect. Okay, I did. Okay, cool. So I can just give Thunder Wave over to... No, not Necrovore. No. Technically, I should give it to Necrovore, but no. Zapor. Because technically, every Pokemon can learn Protect. It's one of those generic moves that every Pokemon can learn. Pretty much. I think Unknown is probably like the only Pokemon that can't learn it. Alright, let's try and find Deoxys again. Five times speed, let's go. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to find it here. I think this is where I found it before. There you go. That fool. Oh no! That does extra damage because I tried to switch. Raise pressure, Thunder Wave. There we go. Now we're gonna switch over to Agivore. That's fine. Oh, that's so mean of you. Thunder Wave. Do a lot more damage. Okay, good. Now, technically, it can't move the paralysis back to me because I have paralysis. You can't paralyze what's already paralyzed. That don't make no sense. I paralyze you. I'm already paralyzed. Actually, I kind of want to wonder about this, because you can play video files from a network drive. I know that because I did that. I wonder. Ooh, this is actually very interesting. So there's no question. Everybody probably already knows this. I did it. No, I don't think Red Blue I didn't. I did it. I think for Generation 2 I did it. Did I do it for Generation 1? No, it was Generation 2, because Generation 1 didn't have many games, so I don't think it was worth it. But Generation 2 I did. Yeah, Generation 2 I did. So, we all know I use PK Hex. We all know I use PK Hex. Because that's how I was able to change the starters to the legendary dogs for Crystal, and I was able to also change it to Lugia and Ho-Oh as well for the opposite game kind of thing. But my question is that if you were to use a network file or a network drive that has your Pokemon data in it. So let's say I have the network drive on Cube, which was the whole idea in the first place. And let's say I were to grab one of my Gardevoir stuff. Will PK Hex be able to load that file perfectly? Or will it not? Technically it should, because it should be able to grab it. It just, depending on the settings I think I have for the drive, it won't be able to save to the drive. It's just one of the settings that I think I had for the drive in the first place. I'll use Flash Cannon. I forgot Deoxys is weak. Frick. I mean, if I could find it before I leave. Okay, I'll do a tiny attempt. Trying to catch it again. We'll go 2 speed. Please stay in the Pokeball. So I literally can't hit this thing. That's great to know now. Maybe we'll spend next, probably the beginning of the first thing we'll do next time is probably to try to see if we can get the Latios now. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of an interesting thing to go for. It's not happening. Don't know why. Come on, man. If only I had Spiky Shield, man. Because at any time we would use Pursuit, I could still be able to damage it. Well, I could move to Ferrothorn and just let it, like, hit itself with Pursuit kind of thing with my Iron Barb, but... not really worth it. In my opinion, it's not very worth it. Come on. because I'm going to be going to 17 minutes per video soon. Okay, can you stop? Can you just stay in? I'm getting sick and tired of just hearing Deoxys' like cry. Need to heal though. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to take me out, buddy. But you know what you are gonna be able to do? Stay in the Pokeball. Why? It's a beautiful Pokeball, man. I shined it just for you. Look, it's so polished and shiny. It's all splotching it. Dang it, man. I thought I cleaned it. Come on. Alright, this one I know for a fact is very clean. I put a lot of elbow grease in it. Doesn't like my hard work, man. I don't want to use another Pokeball though, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify the rules a tiny bit, because now that I know that you can actually change the Pokeball though, I'll make it so though if we're forced to use a separate Pokeball, and by forced I mean like, if you've actually seen my Pokemon Legends Arceus video, when you pick a legendary, either Dialga or Palkia, the other one you're forced to capture it in a different Pokeball. Like that kind of scenario will do it. Same thing with Safari Zone. So Safari Zone, you're forced to capture everything within a Safari Ball. Now we can make it so that way though, like you can only use it on like one Pokemon, let's say. So it's like you gotta pick your Pokemon wisely. I think there's a legendary in the Safari. I just don't know which one it was. Can you just stay in the Pokeball already? This is what I mean though, like this is like the most you're gonna get like out of like excitement just to try and catch a Pokemon. Is just like trying to catch a legendary within a Pokeball. Like this is the most like aggravating thing about it though, is that like no matter what tricks you try, you're gonna get stuck like this. But the difference thing is that like try this on like a console that you can't make it go faster. Like this. I could literally make this go a little bit faster. There we go. Go faster. I don't really see a change here. There we go, we're going a little bit faster now. Yeah, you keep doing that, buddy. I think it zeroed out and went back to normal speed kind of thing. That's kind of what it looks like. Go, Age of All. Can you just... Oh, okay, so now we're struggling, alright. Kind of perfect, because now it's all 17 minutes. Alright, come on. Come on, Red, paralyzed. You suck. You suck, game. I don't think this game understands the Pokeball, like equation or something like that, because usually when I throw Pokeballs in the main series games, I catch things almost instantly. No, that's right. Alright, maybe I'll try and catch Deoxys off screen, I don't know. But I definitely want to, or maybe we'll just do it next time, we'll just catch them on screen. I don't know. So, yeah, so that's going to be it for now. Next time we'll catch Deoxys and Latios. I don't know about Deoxys, but definitely Latios on screen. And then we'll continue onward, so, yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Infinite Fusion.